Hey guys, what's up? I am back with another interesting speed test. So now let's check out the performance of the iPhone 14 Plus against the OnePlus 10 Pro. And the OnePlus is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 SoC with a 12 GB of RAM. And the iPhone 14 Plus is powered by Apple A15 Bionic SoC with a 6 GB of RAM. So on the back we have a triple cameras on the OnePlus versus the dual cameras on the iPhone. And the iPhone has a 12 megapixel f1.5 aperture with a sensor shift OIS main camera with a 12 megapixel ultra wide, while the OnePlus we have 14 megapixel with OIS main camera. Then we have 50 megapixel ultra wide and 8 megapixel which is a telephoto lens which give you a 3x optical zoom with OIS. And the back on both phones is made up of glass and the frame is made up of aluminium on both phones. We have a alert slider on both phones as you can see. So on the bottom, no headphone jack on both these devices, and both phones has stereo speakers. So now check out the speed. So now let's quickly boot both of these phones up at the same time. So the logo came up first on the iPhone, iOS 16.2 update versus Oxygen OS version 12.1. I didn't receive the Android 13 on my OnePlus 10 Pro yet. So the 14 Plus is way faster when it comes to booting up. The OnePlus also right behind there. We have a 3 or 4 second difference between these devices when it comes to booting up. So now let's talk about the displays. On the 14 Plus we have 6.7 inch Full HD Plus Super Retina XDR OLED display with 60Hz refresh rate, while the OnePlus has a 6.7 inch Quad HD Plus AMOLED with 120Hz refresh rate. Also we have punch hole on the OnePlus versus a notch on the iPhone 14 Plus. And the OnePlus has a curved display as you can see, which feels more premium over a flat display on the iPhone 14 Plus. So now let's see apps opening speed. So everything scrolls up in the background, no application is running in the background. So phone dialer, that is very similar. Again we have a smooth animation on both phones. Settings, it is faster on the iPhone 14 Plus. So we have 120Hz refresh rate versus a 60Hz on the 14 Plus, and that's a really huge difference. So now check out some more apps. Now let's start off with the Amazon shopping, same Wi-Fi network. So the OnePlus is a tiny bit faster but not a big difference. Let's see scrolling, more smoother on the OnePlus obviously. Now let's open this, that is also very similar. So now check out some games, and this where we should see a difference between these devices. So now let's see Candy Crush Saga, Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, Apple A15. So exactly the same on both phones, not a single difference. So now let's open Instagram, faster on the OnePlus. Let's see Pinout. Pinout is a tiny bit faster on the OnePlus as you can see. And sometimes the OnePlus is taking the lead. Snapchat, that one faster again on the OnePlus. So now let's see Spotify, similar result. Subway Surfer, another game, again exactly the same performance on both phones. Let me show the speakers. First on the OnePlus 10 Pro, the speakers, it is not that great on the OnePlus. And here is the iPhone 14 Plus. So you can see iPhone 14 Plus has a really good speakers, no comparison in that area between these devices. Let's see Temper and 2, and we have different versions on both phones. 14 Plus this time is faster because we are facing some downloading issue on the OnePlus. So you can see in the previous games both phones is perform very similar. So now let's see PUBG Mobile, heavy game. Let's see in that game we have any difference or not. But the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, it is not as powerful as the Apple A15 as you can see. So iPhone 14 Plus is taking the lead, and both phones will give you a smooth graphics with extreme frame rate, no 90 fps. So now let's opening up the Twitter, that one faster on the 14 Plus, and the display is also more punchier on the OnePlus, has a better colors I would say. So now let's open Zedge, and that one it is faster on the OnePlus. iPhone Zedge application always open very slow as compared to Android phones, and the scrolling feels more smoother on the OnePlus. Android phones has a fast scrolling phase. So last time launching the cameras on both phones, default camera application. Let's see which one is faster. Opening up the camera. So both phones is open the camera at the same time. So the camera performance I feel it is better on the 14 Plus. So now let's look at the front facing camera. And the front facing camera also much better on the 14 Plus as you can see. So next on the list is the gsmarina.com. That one it is very similar. Not similar, the OnePlus is finished the website first. iPhone is still loading, I don't know why. Now the iPhone it is also done. So now let's see scrolling. Again, more smoother on the 14 on the OnePlus. So now let's open this, and this time the iPhone is faster but it is still loading. So let's see scrolling. Again, smoother on the OnePlus. So now let's open Samsung.com, and that one it is faster on the OnePlus but iPhone still loading. So now let's see scrolling. Again, more smoother on the OnePlus because of their high refresh rate display, and the 120Hz it is a big deal on Android phones, but very disappointing to see that we does not get any 120Hz refresh rate on the normal 14 as well as on the 14 Plus. So now check out RAM management. So we have 12 GB of RAM on the OnePlus versus a 6 GB on the iPhone. You know, iPhone has a really good optimization. So phone dialer still there. Settings, Amazon shopping. Let's see Candy Crush Saga still there. Instagram, let's see pin out, and that is refresh on the OnePlus. So we have one refresh. Snapchat still there. Spotify, that is seems like in-app refresh but it is not refresh. Subway Surfer, so again refresh on the OnePlus. We have 2 refresh so far. Let's see Temper 2, again refresh on the OnePlus. So RAM management is not that great on the OnePlus, and with the Android 13 I am seeing that Android 13 is not really optimized on Android phones, especially in the RAM management area. So with the Android 12 this phone is performing really bad. So opening up the Twitter, Zedge, that is seems like refresh, and last we back to the internet browser as you can see. And guys, what I have to say regarding the apps opening speed, as you can see that the iPhone 14 Plus and the OnePlus is performing back and forth in SMS application as well as in games. Yes, in the PUBG Mobile we have 2-second difference. So yes, overall the iPhone 14 Plus with Apple A15 is more superior, more optimized, more faster than the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 on the OnePlus. In the RAM management wise, in that area iPhone is performing excellent in the RAM management, not a single refresh on the iPhone, while on the OnePlus we have a 2 or 3 refresh. So that's really disappointing despite having a 12 GB of RAM. So now let's talk about the battery sizes, and the OnePlus has a 5000 mAh battery size with 80 watt fast charging support, while the iPhone has a 4323 mAh battery size with a 20 watt fast charging support, but no charger in the box with the iPhone. And the battery life it is much better on the iPhone 14 Plus. So thank you so much for watching this speed test. I hope you like this video. So leave your thoughts in the comment section below regarding between these two devices, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter as well, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out.